NAPSACK through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. May be seated. My name is Jamar Brown. I'm a teacher at the Milton Lynch Primary School, and I'm going to be your master of ceremonies this morning. This is NAPSACK celebrating 20 years, ladies and gentlemen. Could you please make some noise for NAPSACK in its 20th anniversary? As you will know, because of COVID, we had to scale back just a bit. So we're just having relays, and everyone loves relays. And we're going to be having some exciting relays for you today. I would like to make a special mention of our title sponsor, Chefette Restaurant, and Frosty's Ice Cream. Chefette has been on board with NAPSACK for a couple of years, and they have taken the initiative this year to come on board in a bigger way, I should say, by being the title sponsors for this relay championships. I would like to acknowledge the presence of the advertising manager of the Chefette Restaurants Limited, Lisa Carter. Lisa, could you guys make some noise for Chefette, please? Because in these hard economic times, they are still finding their time and, more importantly, the money to help fuel NAPSACK. So Chefette, Frosties, thank you so much. Another one of our sponsors, Rubis Eastern Caribbean SRL. And I want to thank Rubis, and we have Mr. Rudy Smith, who will be offering a few remarks here this morning, compliments of Rubis. Rudy?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. MC, I should say, sorry. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, I know everyone is probably excited to be back out to the Hussein Bolt Stadium to witness NAPSACK in its entirety. This is 20 years, as our MC said, for NAPSACK in its existence. And despite it being a revised, unique format, we have relays today. As he said, you know, everybody loves relays. But it's a unique format that has been conceptualized by the new NAPSACK committee, being ably led by Ms. Janelle Denny. And you would have seen a number of other unique events happening a few weeks before. So kudos must be given to the NAPSACK committee. Please give a round of applause to them for their efforts, for their innovation and creativity in ensuring that we still have NAPSACK, especially in the midst of this current pandemic. Rubis has been a part of NAPSACK as well for at least 5 years, and we are pleased to be here today to represent the Andrea Blackett Zone. So we are hoping today for a safe, exciting, and exhilarating day. So continue to enjoy today's event and have a good day. God bless. Thank you.
This right here, my office here.
I want to say thank you so much to Mrs. Smith, Rudy Smith from Rubis. I'm hoping to that everybody knows the high cost that we're paying for fuel, but I can tell you that I am a Rubis customer, and I'm very happy with the fuel I get at Rubis. And Rudy, I'm going to put you to the test here if you can have some vouchers probably to give out to our spectators. Would you guys like some free gas? Yeah. All right, we'll see what happens. Every single NAPSACK and with every single meet, we have some oaths taken by the athletes and officials. I would like to invite a young man. He told me he's a bit nervous. He's never done this before, but we're going to give him some encouragement. He's from the St. Martin's Mangrove Primary School. Please make some noise and welcome Shaquem Boyce to do the officials' oath.
In the name of all the competitors, I promise that we shall take part in the 2022 National Primary Schools Athletic Championship, respecting and abiding by the rules which govern them in the true spirit of sportsmanship
Please make some noise for Shakim again. Fantastic job. He's representing Martins Macro Primary School. And we're going to have Mr. Luke St. John. He's a football coach of the National Sports Council, and he'll be doing the officials oath.
Morning. Officials oath. In the name of all the judges and officials, I promise that we shall officiate in the 2022 National Primary Schools Athletic Championships with complete impartiality, respecting and abiding by the rules which govern them, in the true spirit of sportsmanship for the glory of sport and the honor of all teams.
Thank you so much, Luke. Could we have another round of applause for Luke, please? Thank you. So we've had the athlete's oath, the official's oath, and at this time I would like to make mention of our sponsors.
Let us thank Chefette Restaurants Limited, Frosty's Ice Cream, SMJ Beverages Barbados Limited, The Nation Publishing Company Limited, Rubis Eastern Caribbean SRL, West Indian Biscuit Company, ICBL Insurance Limited, the National Conservation Commission, the Barbados Water Authority, the Barbados Olympic Association, TOS Catering, Trophy World, the Caribbean Broadcasting Corporation, and Starcom Network Inc. Could you put your hands together for our sponsors? Thank you so much for our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I keep saying that this is the time to be alive. And we've lost two fantastic men last year. One of them, a former principal who was an announcer here at NAPSA, Mr. Everton Briggs, and our former starter, Mr. Vincent Burke, who's the father of Mario Burke. I think it's only fitting that we pay tribute to these two men. They have given so much to NAPSA. Can they ask you to stand and let's have a moment's silence for Vincent and Everton. And let that moment's silence begin now. Souls and the souls of the faithfully departed to rest in peace. Thank you guys so much. I want to say thank you to the presentation party this morning.
We are now ready to kick off NAPSAC 2022, the 20th anniversary of NAPSAC. It's a bit different this year. We're just having relays, and we're going to be seeing the under-9s, I believe, on the track. First, we have our commentators here for you, Mr. Jules and his team, who will be keeping you abreast of all of the action here at the Usain Bolt Sports Complex. Guys, thank you so much.
I think this is the first time we're going to be seeing under 9s running 400 meters, I believe. 4x4s for under 9. This is going to be very interesting. We have an announcer down here, so I'm going to give the announcer the mic.
We're coming the first event on program, and this is the under 9. This is the mix relay 4x4
heat for these.
In lane number 8.
In lane number 8, we'll see the Eagle Hall Primary School. In lane number 7, Eden Lodge Primary. Remember, these are under 9, so don't be amazed by the size. The under 9s could be anyone ranging from 6 years old to 8 years old. In lane number 6 will be St. Paul's Primary. Lane number 5, Sharon Primary. Lane number 4, St. Martin's Mangrove. Lane number 3, Good Shepherd Primary. And lane number 2, St. Bartholomew Primary. So this is the 4x400 meter relay for the under 9s. The Andrea Blackett zone. The schools in this zone: St. Philip Primary, the Eiffel School, St. Martin's Mangrove, St. Gabriel's, St. Bartholomew, St. Paul's, Good Shepherd, Eagles Academy, the Light School, Sharon Primary, and Eden Lodge Primary. So out of the 11 schools in the Andrea Blackett zone, we're seeing 7 contesting this under 9 mix 4x4. First time for this event at NAPSAC. Of course, we know that over the past 2 years, the COVID-19 pandemic stopped a number of activities from occurring, including NAPSAC. So this is our first effort with the relay, distance relay competition. And I'm quite sure that, all things being equal, we will see the return of NAPSAC in its full competition come 2023. Right now on the track is looking like St. Bartholomew Primary leading. So for these on the 9s, this is really going to be a distance run, as they're accustomed to running the most 150 meters. So coming up into the straightaway for the first time, this is the first leg, St. Bartholomew Primary, Good Shepherd in the green. They are in second position. So a number of the teams opting to start with boys, possibly to give them a lead. So St. Bartholomew, they are off and running. The girl will be next. And she's off, really going. The key here in the relay is to make sure you can open the gap. And for sure, St. Bartholomew Primary is looking to do so in this first event of the NAPSAC distance relays. Good Shepherd is chasing in second position and actually looking to take over. For this event, the athletes will all be running in lane number 1. As I said to you earlier, they'll break at the start and go right into lane number 1. And we're seeing the athlete from Good Shepherd really looking good as she heads down the back stretch. She's at the 200-meter mark right now. And she has opened a sizable lead on the second place and indeed on the entire field. So Good Shepherd looking really good. And from the past, Good Shepherd has been a powerhouse in track and field. At the NAPSAC Championship, they've done quite well. They've won their zone on several occasions. So Good Shepherd moving up. I'll try to see if we can pick up the number. Diamond Hunt, it looks like there. And so Good Shepherd going, still leading this one. The top 3 teams will be awarded at the end. There will be no champion school. There will just be Well, actually, no points will be awarded. They'll just be champions, the top 3 per zone. And then once all the zones are completed, we will be looking for the best 3 times. So we'll have to await all 4 days of competition to determine who had the fastest times overall. So we see Good Shepherd Primary is being challenged here. This is looking like St. Paul's Primary putting up a fight here. Actually taking over. A female running for St. Paul's. We're going to try and see if we can pick up the number so we'll know exactly who the runner is. So they should be getting ready now for the final leg, the anchor leg coming up. So that's Eden Lodge Primary rather. So Eden Lodge in the lead now. Eden Lodge followed by Good Shepherd. Good Shepherd in second. Eden Lodge has really gone with this final leg. Look at that guy go down the back stretch now. So Eden Lodge all the way. This is the mixed 4x4 for the under 9s. At the halfway mark for the final leg, Eden Lodge Primary on their way to victory and actually about to lap one of the runners here. Is he gonna allow that to happen? Maybe he doesn't have a choice here. So Eden Lodge into the straightaway, final 100 meters for Eden Lodge. So they will become the champions of the under 9 mixed 4x400 meter relay. Going all the way. So first place, just shy of the finish line now, Eden Lodge Primary finishing up in first. We'll see who will take that second spot. So one more leg to go. Good Shepherd will finish in second position. We still have a team now to run 400 meters. And we await that third place team coming in. Here comes the third place team. Now crossing the line. I believe. Okay, could be St. Martin's Mangrove to finish third, and that's unofficial. And here comes the other teams tussling for fourth and fifth place. So the under 9s with the mixed 4x400 meter relay, the first time that this event has occurred. And again, as we said, the relay event taking the place of our regular competition, where we'll see the different age categories. You will notice no under 7s are competing as they normally would do at NAPSAC. We would have the under 7s doing the 50 meters, the standing broad jump, the tennis ball throw, a run, a jump, and a throw. For this occasion, no under 7s will be competing. But I do believe that you may find a strong under 7, as we can see here on the screen. This is Eagle Hall Primary. You might find a strong under 7 competing in the under 9 age category. So that's Eagle Hall Primary finishing up. And that will bring us to the end of the under 9 mixed 4x400 meter relay. So one event done and dusted. Coming up next on the track, we should see the under 11 girls, and they'll be contesting the 4x600 meter relay. So here are the results for you. Eden Lodge Primary first, 6 minutes 11.42. Good Shepherd second, 6 minutes 22.96. St. Bartholomew finishing up in third, 7:01.90. St. Martin's Mangrove in fourth, 7:24.38. Sharon Primary in fifth, 7:24.98. And the Eagle Hall Primary in sixth position, 8 minutes 29.72 seconds. So the under nines are done, and they'll return and prepare for their medal presentation, which will come a little later in the program. So just not much work for them to do, unlike the regular competition where they would be preparing for maybe a jump or a throw. And of course, you heard at the opening ceremony mention of all the sponsors. The main sponsor, Chefette Frosty. And Chefette, they have a long and distinguished partnership with NAPSAC. Over the years, they've been quite involved and chose this year to take over the title sponsorship. You can see the other feather banners in the background there. All of the sponsors, those who have come aboard and given to NAPSAC. And of course, we know NAPSAC is the nursery of track and field athletes. Many have come through NAPSAC over the past 20 years, this year being the celebration of the 20th anniversary of NAPSAC. And for those of you who might not know the history of NAPSAC, the Barbados Union of Teachers and the National Sports Council amalgamated 20 years ago. NAPSAC had the Milo NAPSAC, then we had the BUT that had Fruity. I think BUT had Fruity, yes. And National Sports Council had Milo. And so those two competitions meant that the athletes were out for both. They had spent kind of too much time away from school, and so it was decided, why not amalgamate, and have one competition. And so the birth of NAPSAC, and NAPSAC has grown from strength to strength over the past 20 years, and we do look forward to 2023, all things being equal, where we can get back to the full format of NAPSAC. And of course, those of you who follow NAPSAC, you would know of the many athletes who have gone on to do exceedingly well at all levels, even up to the Olympic Games. Mario Burke, for example, represented Barbados at the Olympic Games. So we're seeing here now preparations for the under 11 girls 4x600 meter relay. So for this one, the athletes will run the first 100 meters in lanes. We can see here the teams who will be competing in this event. Sharon Primary, St. Bartholomew, Good Shepherd, Eden Lodge, the Eagle Hall Primary, St. Paul's Primary, and St. Martin's Mangrove. So this will be only girls going this time, no mixed one for the girls or the boys. For the under 11 category. They will have the girls contesting, the boys contesting. Similarly for the under 13s, 4x8 Two separate events, girls and boys. First 100 meters in lanes, then they will break for lane number 1 and continue. So we can get familiar with the outfits of the teams. Sharon Primary, they'll be in a maroon. They'll be running in lane 2, and lane number 3, St. Bartholomew in the blue with white. Good Shepherd with the green. Eden Lodge Primary in 4, they're in blue as well. So the announcers are calling the lane assignments from lane number 8, St. Martin's Mangrove. In lane number 7, St. Paul's Primary in the dark blue outfit. Lane number 6, Eagle Hall. Looking like blue and orange. Could that be? Eden Lodge is in 5. Good Shepherd in 4. St. Bartholomew in 3. And Sharon Primary in lane number 2. So they're using, actually, I thought they were going to stay in lanes, but it seems based on how they're starting, they will be breaking for lane 1. So they're off. Yes, and right into lane number 1 they go. St. Martin's Mangrove out. She's out like a bullet. I hope they remember that this is 600 meters they're running. So St. Martin's Mangrove out front. And that set of athletes that you're seeing there lining up there, there will be the second leg. So these athletes will run 1 lap plus 200 meters. So that will take them right back to the 200-meter start, where the second legs will begin their 600-meter run. So Eagle Hall Primary currently in 2nd position. See that they're drifting into lane number 3. There's no need for them to drift because they still have 200 meters to go. Maybe someone needs to, there we go, get her back into lane number 1. And remember, these athletes are not used to running these distance relays, so it's going to be a little strange for them. Must get familiar with staying in lane number 1. So still leading here is St. Martin's Mangrove, Eagle Hall Primary. Now taking over, Good Shepherd moving up into 2nd. St. Martin's Mangrove back into 2nd. Good Shepherd back into 2nd. So Eagle Hall Primary, they will lead this one. Good Shepherd in 2nd. That's where the battle is. Again, for the under 11s, the longest distance they run regularly is 400 meters. Good Shepherd. Still has a way to go. Remember, they received the baton at the 200-meter mark. Once they get here, they now have 400 meters to run. So these athletes must learn how to pace themselves for this distance. So Good Shepherd leading. St. Martin's Mangrove in second. Eagle Hall in third. St. Martin's Mangrove now taking over. So as they approach the original start point of their leg, they will have 200 meters to go, which will take them back to the finish line, the common finish line. Good Shepherd moving back into the lead slightly. Not a sunny day, but I believe quite conducive to these athletes having a good run. They don't have to contend with the hot sun as we did have yesterday. Yesterday was quite a hot day. So here comes St. Martin's Mangrove and Good Shepherd not giving up. Getting ready for the third leg. So Good Shepherd in the lead. St. Martin's Mangrove. Doing some excessive running. Out in lane number 2, she just needs to drift to her left and she'll be good. In lane number 1. And she's really opened the gap on Good Shepherd. Also lapping an athlete in the process. So it's all St. Martin's Mangrove. So the athletes, where they receive the baton, they will return to that point and then add another 200 meters, which will make up that 600-meter leg. So Sharon Primary is now moving into the picture. We can see them there in the red, but that team was lapped, remember, so they still have a distance to go. So our two teams here battling, St. Martin's Mangrove and Good Shepherd. St. Martin's Mangrove athlete. A little spink from going out a little too hard there, I believe. So Good Shepherd now in the lead. All by herself now. Good Shepherd finished second in the mixed 4x4 relay. So they're really doing well here at this meet. This is the Andrea Blackett zone. So the athletes here not used to this distance. So Good Shepherd will hand over first. It's all about pacing, not going too hard, not too fast, and not too slow either. So this young lady is looking impressive. Number 1250. Janae Roach. That's the athlete going here, Janae Roach for Good Shepherd. So she now has 1 lap to go, 400 meters. So we can see there Rubis, one of the sponsors, their feather banner blowing there in the breeze. So Roach of Good Shepherd making her way down the back stretch. And again, another school being lapped here. You can see the distance between Roach and the second place team. Not seeing them in the picture at all. So that's the athlete you're seeing in the picture just moving off swiftly. That's the anchor leg for one of the teams. She's now starting her 600-meter run, while Roach will be finishing up for Good Shepherd. So she now comes into the straightaway, and that's the way to finish. Arms and legs. Nice strong finish. So it's Janae Roach finishing up this under 11 girls 4x600 meter relay, and Good Shepherd will be the champions of this one. Doing very well, a second place in the mixed relay, and now picking up gold in this event. Very good for Good Shepherd, and I believe finishing up second, looks like St. Martin's Mangrove will finish up in second. Third, well, she has another 400 meters to go. That's Sharon Primary, and another finisher here as well. So those are the top 3 schools. Most of the others with about 300 meters to go. So it will be a few seconds before we see the other teams crossing the finish line. But for sure, Good Shepherd Primary securing gold in the under 11 girls 4x600 meter relay. Traditional relays 4x1 and 4x4. Recently, we've seen some changes at the World Athletics level, which is the governing body for the sport, where they have introduced mixed relays. They've introduced a variety of different relays. Of course, not too long ago, we had the pain relays, the famous pain relays, in which is held annually just after the Easter weekend. University of Pennsylvania. It's been over 100 years that event has been going. And you will get a variety of relays there. Even shuttle hurdle relays are held there at that event. Recently, we also had the Drake relays, another famous event held in the USA. So finishing up here. That looks like Sharon Primary now on their way to finish. Renisha Drake's Leacock finishing up for Sharon Primary. So we should have the official result of this race shortly. Under 11 boys will be coming up next, going the same 4x600 meters. So there we just saw that victorious Good Shepherd Primary girls team. And if we may look a little ahead to the afternoon, James Wedderburn zone will be competing in the afternoon. So there'll be 2 zones per day. The morning section, and if we have 2 heats per section, it will be a total of 10 races that we will be witnessing. For this morning session, we just have one heat in each category. That means we'll have the under 11 boys coming up, the under 13 girls, and the under 13 boys. And just like that, we will be done. So no real stress on the athletes. Just one good, solid run is expected of them. Showing the replay, the finish of that 4x600 meter relay for the under 11 girls, where Good Shepherd ended up being victorious. The boys up next. We've not seen the official result yet, and as we say that, here comes the result. Good Shepherd, 10 minutes 10.23. Eden Lodge finished in second, 10 minutes 18.32. St. Martin's Mangrove in third, 10 minutes 32.42. Eagle Hall Primary in fourth position, 11 minutes 48.27. St. Bartholomew finishing in fifth, 12 minutes 2.90. And Sharon Primary finishing in sixth position, 12 minutes 43.08 seconds. So again, for this event, there will be a scratch start, meaning that all the athletes will get on the line. So Good Shepherd in position 8, Eden Lodge Primary in position 7, Sharon Primary position 6, St. Bartholomew 5, in 4, St. Gabriel's, they're in the white top. Lane number 3, St. Paul's Primary, or position 3 rather, St. Paul's. Eagle Hall in 2, and St. Martin's Mangrove in position 1. So here we go. And these boys are going at a rather rapid pace here at the start. 600 meters. St. Martin's Mangrove taking charge. Good Shepherd chasing there in the green. They're in second position. A slight fall there, but he's up and going. So 200 meters gone. Good Shepherd now taking over. St. Martin's Mangrove in second, and that youngster's begun to walk already. Again, we talked about pacing. They must learn to pace. Here comes St. Gabriel's going into the lead now. Nice even pace for the competitor from St. Gabriel's. All he needs to do is to speed up as he approaches the handover. St. Gabriel's fighting to get in, Good Shepherd fighting to get in there. So 200 meters remaining for these guys. Seems like St. Bartholomew is in the mix now. They're in third. So it's St. Gabriel's in the white. Good Shepherd. Christopher Wall of St. Bartholomew. He's there in the light blue. So those are the three up front. So going to head down the back stretch one more time and hand over. St. Martin's Mangrove in the distance in fourth. So the second legs are on now. St. Gabriel's in first. This is a little lad here. Remember, these are under 11s. So he started pretty quickly. So St. Gabriel's still in charge. Once he gets to the finish line, he will now have 400 meters to run, or one lap. So there he goes, one lap remaining for him. So we'll see if we can pick up his name. He's 118 from St. Gabriel's. That competitor is Cruz Thornton. Cruz Thornton of St. Gabriel's. And the athlete here, 0133, seems to be having a good time as he hands over the baton to his teammate, St. Paul's Primary. They don't seem too worried about being in the top three at all. They just seem to be having a good time there on the track as Cruz Thornton of St. Gabriel's moves along. And he's going to lap. And you can see the distance between Thornton and the second place competitor. That's the lad from St. Martin's Mangrove there. So Thornton coming in. St. Gabriel's looking really strong. I believe he's thankful for that little push. And he hands over. But that lad now has 200 more meters to run. So we'll pick up who this young man is here. 110 for St. Gabriel's. That's Liam Gamble. So Liam Gamble, he's heading down the back stretch for the first time, and a sizable lead here St. Gabriel's has on the field. Very impressive. Under 11 boys 4x600 meter relay. We normally would not see St. Gabriel's factoring in the shorter relays. However, seems like they're really good at the distances. And as we know, St. Gabriel's is one of the schools famous for their swimming program. And so we would expect that athletes who do well in swimming, who might be taking on triathlons, etc., their endurance is going to be very high. And so we are seeing St. Gabriel's really dominating this under 11 boys 4x600 meter relay. So he has 200 meters to go. Youngster from Eagle Hall Primary, making sure he's not lapped. So Liam Gamble of St. Gabriel's holding on to that lead and heading on down to his teammate, who will be running the anchor leg. He's 1:14 for St. Gabriel's. That's Rennick. Yile Rennick. He'll be running the anchor leg for St. Gabriel's. A very, very commendable run from the St. Gabriel's team. They really outclassed the opposition. Doing really well here, St. Gabriel's boys under 11 team. They've run quite solid. So he has 400 meters left. And as you can see, there are 3 other teams there. He's passed 1, 2, going for the 3rd. And I believe these runners will assist him. 2 gone. That's Sharon Primary there in the maroon. St. Paul's Primary, number 130. So St. Paul's now receiving the baton for their final leg, whereas St. Gabriel's 200 meters to go to the finish. That will tell you how impressive a run the quartet from St. Gabriel's has put down here this morning at the Andrea Blackett Zone Knapsack Distance Relays. So Rennick is on his way to finish up. On his way to a gold medal for his team, St. Gabriel's School. Good run from that team. All 4 runners ran very strong. He's finishing strong as well, the way you should finish. So great effort there. Rennick, the team, Elijah Telford, Liam Gamble, Cruz Thornton, and Rennick finishing up. Believe it will be a few seconds before we see the 2nd place team. So these guys are racing to the finish here now. That's Eagle Hall Primary. Actually, he's not finished. Still has another 400 meters to go. And again, that would tell you what a distance the St. Gabriel's team had on the field. This is St. Martin's Mangrove here now. We're seeing, but they're heading down the back stretch. Wow, Good Shepherd. Good Shepherd finishing now. So Good Shepherd is true, finishing in 2nd. And that youngster just did not have enough left to finish. He was just a few meters away from the finish line, not enough left in the tank. Good Shepherd finishing strong and taking that second position. So the under 11 boys, still a few teams to finish up, but a solid run from the St. Gabriel's team. Thornton, Gamble, Telford, Rennick, and Brathwaite. 5 persons were named, but for sure we know Thornton, Gamble, and Rennick. Finishing quite well for St. Gabriel's. We're seeing here on the track St. Martin's Mangrove making their way to the finish. Eagle Hall Primary finishing up. Well, we thought they were finishing up, but still has 400 meters to go. Still has a lap to go. Again, can't help but say, what an impressive run from the St. Gabriel's team. And here we see them here now, the St. Gabriel's team, waving to the crowd, well deserved. So Elijah Telford was the other member of that team. Rennick, Telford, Gamble, and Thornton. Solid run from that St. Gabriel's boys team. Believe this is a competitor from Sharon Primary. Finishing up now. So he is done. Still 2 more teams to finish. Another team done. St. Martin's Mangrove, I believe. And now our final team coming into the straightaway. .156. That's Eagle Hall Primary Cadine Critchlow of Eagle Hall Primary finishing up. So that's the under 11 boys 4x600 meter relay done. 2 relays remaining. As we said, a very short program, just 5 races. We're into race number 4, the under 13 girls 4x800 meter relay. So these will be going 2 laps around the track. So 7 teams here. believe they will be also having a scratch start. So they'll cut right into lane number 1 at the beginning and run 2 laps in lane number 1. So the assignments here: position 8, St. Paul's Primary; position 7, Good Shepherd, they're in the green; position 6, St. Martin's Mangrove; position 5, Sharon Primary; position 4, Eden Lodge; position 3, St. Bartholomew; and in position 2, Eagle Hall Primary. 4 by 800 meter relay for the under 13 girls. 2 laps per leg. So they're off again. A rather brisk start for the athlete from St. Bartholomew. It's 2 laps for them. It's all about pacing here in this 4 by 8. So as they go down the back stretch in single file, St. Bartholomew, followed by Good Shepherd, Eagle Hall, St. Martin's Mangrove, Eden Lodge, Sharon, and St. Paul's. That's the order. Going past the water jump. Don't believe I've ever seen a steeplechase event run at this facility. They have the steeplechase water jump in place, but never saw a steeplechase event run at the Usain Bolt Sports Complex. So Eagle Hall Primary now taking charge, taking the lead. Coming up to 400 meters to go, 1 lap remaining. St. Martin's Mangrove now taking over. So the 800 meter is a race that requires a bit of speed and a bit of endurance. Well, I should say a combination of, not a bit, a combination of. And of course, strategy. This is not a normal event for these young ladies. The under 13s at the regular event, they run the 600 meters. The 800 meters is run by the under 13 boys. So we'll pick up our leader here from St. Martin's Mangrove. Trying to get her name. But she's definitely trying to open the gap on the field. Good Shepherd in second, and St. Bartholomew in third so far, seems. We may see some lapping occurring in this event as well. Won't be surprised. Nice finish there. So St. Martin's Mangrove, our leader. As we said, there goes one team being lapped. That's Sharon Primary.
That is Eden Lodge. But it is all up front, the team from St. Martin's Mangrove.
St. Martin's Mangrove in the lead. That's Jada Rollins. That's our runner here on the second leg, Jada Rollins of St. Martin's Mangrove.
She's strong. That is Jada Rollins. She's not the young lady from St. Paul's. This is the young lady from, just finishing the lap here from St. Bartholomew.
So Rollins taking the lead.
In second position,
The gap is closing.
Good Shepherd. In third, Eden Lodge. Fourth position, it's Eagle Hall Primary.
So Rollins of St. Martin's Mangrove still holding on to that lead. 400 meters to go. That's the second leg.
That is Cesaria Reese. In third position, the team from Eden Lodge Primary.
All alone, St. Martin's Mangrove. Jada Rollins getting a challenge here now. Still St. Martin's Mangrove.
She just has 100 meters left in her leg. She knows what she has to do.
So she's coming in to hand over now. Good Shepherd in the distance. Looking like the second place team. So St. Martin's Mangrove getting ready for the third leg. Yes, and Good Shepherd is definitely in second. You can see the lead there that has been established. Almost 100 meters. So about 85 meters lead. But remember, this is a 4x8. The athlete there struggling not to be lapped. That's the athlete from St. Bartholomew. Good Shepherd athlete now heading down the back stretch. She's in second. So it's St. Martin's Mangrove in first. Good Shepherd in second. And as we predicted, there will be some lapping occurring. It's going to be, I don't envy the officials out there who will have to battle with which team is in what position, how many laps remaining, etc. But for sure, we can pick up our top two here, being St. Martin's Mangrove and Good Shepherd. So St. Martin's Mangrove, they have 400 meters to go, or one lap. Good Shepherd, we should see them passing right now in the green. 4 laps to go Sorry, 1 lap to go for them as well, 400 meters. There's our leader, about to head down the backstretch for the final time. And closing the gap, the athlete from Good Shepherd. And there you can see all the others running to make sure they're not lapped. Sharon Primary, Eagle Hall. So here we go. Our top 2, St. Martin's Mangrove. So she's just about 150 meters out. Good Shepherd closing the gap. Yes, these two are in the fight for the gold medal. They have 100 meters to go, just about. There's our leader from St. Martin's Mangrove. That was Nyan Hunt Ward who just ran that leg. She's gonna hand over now. Pretty solid run from her. So there goes the final leg for St. Martin's Mangrove. They're still in the lead, and the final leg for Good Shepherd. So those are first and second place. So that's athlete number 59, Tawanya Brathwaite. Tawan. Okay. And our second place, they're in the green, Good Shepherd Primary. We can get sight of her number, we'll be able to give you her name. But for sure, Brathwaite of St. Martin's Mangrove in the lead. So she's coming into the straightaway. We should be getting the bell soon, which will signal 1 lap to go. So St. Martin's Mangrove on their way to 400 meters remaining. She has decided to pick a little speed up, try to open that gap she has established. There she goes. Brathwaite of St. Martin's Mangrove. She's now heading down the backstretch for the final time. Eagle Hall Primary. Having a lot of difficulty there with this 800 meters. Good Shepherd in second now, making her way into the backstretch. She's in second position. So Brathwaite, just about 150 meters to go for Brathwaite of St. Martin's Mangrove. Our second place team not in the pictures yet. That's Good Shepherd. But here comes Brathwaite. Yes, and she's finishing strong. That's the way to finish. A good solid finish. So St. Martin's Mangrove Primary, they will take the under 13 girls 4x8. Still have some teams now starting their final leg. Here comes Good Shepherd. They're in second position. 1-2-4-0 for Good Shepherd. Okay, I believe that's Jaquela Roach finishing up there for Good Shepherd. So Good Shepherd finishing in second. First to St. Martin's Mangrove, second to Good Shepherd. This is Sharon Primary in the picture. And they're now handing over to that final leg. 2 laps remaining for them. So I think this will be our third place finisher here. This is St. Bartholomew Primary. Still has a lap to go. St. Bartholomew. St. Paul's Primary here. Now handing over. 2 laps for St. Paul's. 1 more lap for Eagle Hall. Our first 3 teams have been decided. This is Sharon Primary. So Sharon Primary finishing up now. Oh, we all thought she was finishing up. She has another lap to go. Seeing in the background there the 4 girls from St. Martin's Mangrove. Look very exuberant and ready to run another 4x8. So congratulations to that team. Good Shepherd finishing in second. There they go again. Back to the athletes' village to celebrate. Eagle Hall Primary athletes making their way back. And here's St. Paul's Primary. Still 400 meters remaining for St. Paul's. St. Bartholomew completing. Eagle Hall Primary just finishing. Sharon Primary finishing strong. Another team in. And here comes St. Paul's Primary. So she finishes strong as well. So all the teams are in, and that will complete the under 13 girls 4x8. Just one relay remaining, the under 13 boys 4x8. So we see them now making their way onto the arena. We should soon have the results of the under 13 girls 4x800 meter relay. Just a replay there of the start of that event where we saw St. Bartholomew going out at a rather rapid pace. We had a change of lead several times. St. Martin's Mangrove then took over and continued to dominate. Good Shepherd, they tried to put up a fight, but St. Martin's Mangrove opened up the gap and worked their way towards the finish. Ended up being victorious. Even lapping a couple of teams in the process. So this was the final 50 meters of that race where St. Martin's Mangrove ended up winning the gold medal in the girls under 13 4x8. So the under 13 boys are getting ready to go now. We have St. Bartholomew in section 8, St. Paul's, Good Shepherd, Eden Lodge, St. Martin's Mangrove, St. Gabriel's are in here as well, Eagle Hall, and Sharon Primary. So we'll see if the under 13 boys from St. Gabriel's can repeat what their younger teammates did. Had a very impressive run from the under 11 boys team of St. Gabriel. So we're going to keep our eyes open for these lads from St. Gabriel's in the under 13 category and see if they can make it a double gold for St. Gabriel's. So a little jostling here. Seeing the lad from Eagle Hall stepping off the track twice. I don't believe at this stage we'll see a disqualification. There was a lot of jostling. The athlete was pushed off the track, then he will not be penalized. So the race continues. This is looking like St. Bartholomew, St. Martin's Mangrove, sorry. Our leaders, Good Shepherd in second. St. Gabriel's in 5th position. They'll have to move up. So Good Shepherd leading this one. Eden Lodge in second. St. Martin's Mangrove in third. Eagle Hall in fourth. And St. Gabriel's in fifth position. So they're all in single file now. First legs, just about 150 meters to go for the leader from Eden Lodge. Being challenged now by Good Shepherd. Going out in lane number 2. Getting some room there. And picking it up. Good way to finish. And he's going to give a lead to his teammate. So Good Shepherd. St. Martin's Mangrove in second. Sorry, that's Eden Lodge in second. Not everyone in the same outfit. But for sure Eden Lodge, for sure Good Shepherd is leading this one. They're all in the same outfit. Green, traditional colors of that school. And Eden Lodge moving up. And now retaking the lead. One of the athletes being lapped already. And we're just on to our second leg. So 1 lap remaining for Eden Lodge, their second leg. Good Shepherd in second. Again, this is the final event. After this, we will go into the presentation of awards. So Howard Jordan, he's running the second leg for Eden Lodge Primary. He wears the bib number 23. Looking pretty relaxed. There he goes. Now he goes into a walk and starts again. So about to say he shouldn't be too concerned about this guy who now has another 400 or so meters to go. He should just be concerned about keeping his pace and getting the baton to his teammate, which he will be doing now. So here he goes. So Eden Lodge, that's the third leg for Eden Lodge. Good Shepherd is in second. Again, quite a sizable distance, first to second. Second place not in the pictures yet. So 0022, that's Hines, Kire Hines, running the third leg for Eden Lodge Primary. And he's in the lead. Good Shepherd, they're currently in second position. So Hines going along at a quite steady pace, nice strides. Looking pretty comfortable at this stage. Kire Hines of Eden Lodge. So he's gonna come up the front stretch for the first time, being challenged by Good Shepherd. Gonna try and get the name of that athlete. But the gap has closed significantly. 400 meters remaining for these two. Good Shepherd, 1280, 1265, Good Shepherd. So that's Strawn, Zari Strawn of Good Shepherd, now taking the lead. So just two teams battling here, Eden Lodge and Good Shepherd. Seeing a fight coming from the back there. 200 meters remaining. Where did this guy appear from? I think he may have another lap to go. So Good Shepherd, Strawn, Azari Strawn, finishing strong again. And he's gonna hand over to his teammate, final leg here. Good Shepherd in the lead. Eden Lodge in second, still. $12.53. That's Reed. Luke Reed, he will be anchoring for Good Shepherd. Past the water jump for the first time. Luke Reed of Good Shepherd. Eden Lodge in second. So as they head up the straightaway for the first time, still Reed of Good Shepherd. 400 meters remaining now. Slowing down a bit here. And Eden Lodge now taking over. Seems as though another team is in the picture as well, St. Gabriel's. Wow. So we were saying St. Gabriel's was way off the pace, but somehow they've just they sneaked right back into the picture. St. Gabriel's. This is Rennick. So he's probably the brother of the Rennick we saw anchoring in the under 11 age category. Zenzele Rennick of St. Gabriel's Primary, finishing strong. So kudos to St. Gabriel's on their way to winning the under 13 boys 4x8. So they've done quite well. Under 11 boys 4x6 champions, and now taking and seeing the teammates there. Congratulations to St. Gabriel's Primary, champions of the under 11 boys 4x6, and now champions of the under 13 boys 4x8. Eden Lodge just finishing up in second position. I believe St. Good Shepherd will hold on for that third spot. And we weren't seeing St. Gabriel's in the picture at all. I think the cameras were only picking up that first position and the second. However, St. Gabriel's obviously were sneaking up, and eventually ended up being victorious. That team of Sickins, Gamble, Lord, and Rennick. So congratulations and kudos to St. Gabriel's Primary, taking the under 11 boys 4x600, the under 13 boys 4x800 meters. No doubt they should be in contention for top honors here in the boys category. 2 gold medals from 2 events. This is Sharon Primary now. Still have a lap to go. So very well done to the St. Gabriel's team. I think Good Shepherd had a pretty impressive outing as well, in both the girls and the boys. Remember, this is the Andrea Blackett zone, just the first of 8 zones. That's St. Martin's Mangrove now, finishing up. I think this is St. Bartholomew's finishing here now. Yes, and there goes the victorious team from St. Gabriel's. So 111, wearing bib number 111, Patrick Gamble. 115, Zinzele Rennick. 113, Simeon Lord. And 116, Ezra Sickins. So that team victorious, winning double gold for St. Gabriel's under 13 boys, gold in the 4x8, and the under 11 boys, we saw them winning gold in the 4x600 meter relay. Part of the spectators, again, only 250 spectators allowed in the stadium. Only the western section of the Usain Bolt complex being used for spectators. So that brings us to the end of our relays for the first section. Remember, this afternoon we'll have the James Wedderburn zone, but we are standing by for our presentation of awards that will be coming up shortly. So we will break our coverage. At least you will not hear my voice for a while, but when we return, we'll have the awards presentation where the athletes will receive their just rewards for great competition this morning. So stand by.